You know it. Sing along. Okay, we're talking about the quadratic formula. Okay? You write it down as we sing it. You know it.
X equals negative b plus or minus square root b squared minus 4ac b squared minus 4ac
What?
b squared minus 4ac over 2a over 2 quadratic.
Have that written down. It's another way that we solve quadratic equations. Notice I used the same one that I used a couple last video that we factored to solve it. Let's see if we get the same exact answers. Okay? Now, remember that... Oh, okay, no one likes that version. Let's use that. Okay. So I have it written down. I'm going to erase it right here so we can plug it in. And remember when I'm talking about the a and the b and the c stuff, your a value is in front of the x squared, your b value is here, your c value is here. I got to make sure everything is equal to 0 before I start using the quadratic formula. Okay, so in my case, sometimes I say opposite b to start, or negative b, because the negative of negative 3 is going to be a positive 3. I'm going to start out with positive 3, plus or minus the square root. Remember, my b squared value is always positive. So it's 9. Oh, whoops. You try writing upside down. B squared minus 4. My a value is just 1. And my c value is negative 70. And it's all divided by 2 times 1. Which is just 2. Remember, my next step is to get rid of this big ugly part up here, and that's just a calculator problem. So, kind of maybe practicing your calculator, seeing if you can get 4 times 1. You should get 17 out of this big ugly mess. What you should end up doing is writing x equals, I still have the positive 3, plus or minus. But now this whole top right part is just 17. So if you need to pause and figure out how to get 17 out of your calculator from this, then do that. And it's still all divided by 2. Okay, remember that plus or minus means I'm going to have 2 answers, just like with any quadratic equation. So I do the plus way. So I do 3 plus 17. Then I divide it by 2. So 3 plus 17 would give me 20. And I'm going to divide it by 2. And then I'm also going to do 3 minus 17. 3 minus 17 is going to be negative 14. And I'm going to divide it by 2. So really, I have x equals this, x equals that. And then just reduce your fractions. X equals 10 is one of my answers. And x equals negative 7 is one of my answers. Same answers as we got when we factored it. Plugged it in. Figure out this top right part in your calculator. Do your plus. Oops. 3 plus 17. Then do 3 minus 17. Divide each of them by 2. Got your answers. Quadratic formula. Boom.